This is the At Home with Zac
and TT for the Millwall drive home, reporting on the game that just finished at Ewood Road. Blackburn Rovers 2.
Millwall 1.
Well, we broke our run of draws. Oh, very frustrating game. A game actually that we were far better, I felt. Far better attacking wise, creating more chances.
Possession wise.
Looking to advance further up the pitch. And then we go and absolutely throw it away in the dying seconds. Not helped by an absolute bullshit referee who was going to give us no big decisions. 3 blatant handballs in the box, none of them given, and then he gives one on Thompson at the end, which is testament to what happens to being a Mill fan, an absolute disgrace as far as I'm concerned. But if you give away chances like we gave away with Woods in the final minute, then you're going to get punished in the Championship, and it's all well and good moaning about referees. We don't get decisions. That's clear for everyone to see. You need to, 1, take your chances when you get them, and 2, not give away chances like we did. And that ultimately has cost us the game today. We started without Jake Cooper for the first game in 137. A magnificent run by Jake Cooper, and it's gutting it's come to an end. It was only going to take an injury. It was never going to be dropped. Obviously finished the last 15 minutes with a broken collarbone in the last game. Absolutely fantastic.
How has he done that?
I know. Jake Cooper, if you're watching, like the video. I'm sure you're not. But all of you that are watching, we really appreciate your support. We loved having you on the FA Cup draw. It was really good being interactive with you all.
Yeah, I really enjoyed the FA Cup draw.
It was good.
Boreham Wood
at home for the 3rd round of the FA Cup. But yeah, no Jake Cooper in the back line. We had Bartosz in goal. A back 3 of Alex Pearce, Murray Wallace and Sean Hutchinson. Right wing back was Marlon Romeo returning, which was good to see. Left wing back was Scott Malone. In front of them we had the 2 midfielders in Ryan Woods and Sean Williams. And then the front 3 of John Daddy Budvarsson, Troy Parrott and Jed Wallace was on the right side. And from the first minute, I think both sides looked... I think we were more energetic first half than Blackburn. They came out in the second half and certainly they seemed to have a bit of a kick up the backside by Tony Mowbray because they had more energy. But first half I felt we pressed well at times. You know, certain players, you know, really looked to make a difference today. And I felt what made the difference attacking wise is both wing backs, both Malone, obviously, who scored the goal, and Marlon Romeo were very advanced. You know, both teams were playing wing backs. Our wing backs were further forward the majority of the time, which allowed us to have the ball in attacking sense in their half, which we haven't really seen in the last few games. You could say that we've conceded 2 goals today, and you know we pushed further forward, but I don't think either of the goals we're caught on the counter attack for both, and obviously one's a mistake. Blackburn did have that say the first chance, saying that a well taken shot that was parried by Bartosz. He parried it right into the danger area. Fortunately, Brereton missed from about 3 yards out, but he was offside anyway, so it didn't really matter. Obviously, then Blackburn, after a bright start from the Lions, Blackburn take the lead with a beautiful goal. You know, Armstrong runs at our defence. He lays it off to Harvey Elliott, the lad from Liverpool, who shows his absolute class, takes the ball in.
He shows that he was a Liverpool player.
He does, and he bends it into the top left-hand corner. Absolutely nothing Bartosz could have done in that situation. But from then I thought that we didn't get our heads down. You know, maybe, you know, I didn't think we needed to kick up the arse, but we then went again. What the first handball of the 3 that we should have got penalties for was a shot from Jed Wallace on about the level with the penalty spot. The player's got his hands, it's by his side, but it's out. It's going in if it doesn't, what's it called? You know, there's potential that it could be a red card decision because the ball's going in the back of the net without it. So he's made a save. The referee, for some reason, hasn't given the penalty. The ball did bounce back to Jed, who had another shot, and it went wide, but the referee wasn't giving play on, and you don't give play on in that situation. It's a blatant penalty. I can only assume he didn't see it like he didn't see any of the others. But then we kept on continuing to attack. Another run by Jed, who I thought was very lively in an attacking sense today. He passes it out to Scott Malone, who absolutely bangs the ball, didn't he? A fantastic finish by Scott Malone.
Comes off the bottom of the defender, hits the ground and goes up.
I didn't think
it definitely took a deflection.
I didn't think it took a deflection, but Zac's adamant that it did. So we'll have to see a replay from only the one angle that you could see it from on what we were watching it on today. to make it 1-1, and I felt that that was the least that we deserved in that first half. I felt that we were playing some good football. Like I said, Romeo was really advanced today, and other than his final ball, final bits of delivery and final decision making, we had the ball in dangerous areas and we were passing it around really nicely. I like the one to Woods, and Woods out to Jed into Marlon, Marlon out to Jed, who crossed the ball in, and it just went wide. I think it went out for a corner. I felt that Woods had an excellent first half, and in fact I felt Woods had an excellent 90 minutes. But first half, if you give players like Ryan Woods time on the ball, he can dictate the game, and I felt he'd done that really well. Did you today?
I mean, I don't really remember many things with Ryan Woods, but can I go on to my man of the matches?
Yeah, you can go to him.
My man of the matches are both wing backs. I felt like we needed a little bit of passion from them wing backs, and Marlon Romeo, for the first time in many games that we've had a wing back just run with the ball. And I felt really, really happy to say that Marlon Romeo could run down the wing, beat 5 players.
He could, and he should do it more. Trust himself, because he's got that in his game. So which one, Marlon or Malone?
I can't choose. They were both
Scott
fantastic.
Malone was my man of the match today. I thought he was absolutely excellent and scores a goal. Really good. Today he really stood out. I thought Murray Wallace, his passing out from the back was dreadful at times. 2 or 3 big mistakes. If they lead to goals, then we're blaming him, not Ryan Woods. I thought that Pearce looked really dead in the water a couple of times. When it came to one-on-one with pace, he really did get shown up for his lack of it. But I felt that he was determined.
Blackburn have a lot of pace.
And they have a lot of quality players in that Blackburn side. They're a good side. They're the top goal scorers in the Championship. We're going into the second half, and there were very few chances from both teams. First one created was a cross into the box. Woodvarson gets his head on it. The defender's got his hand up, hits the defender's hand. It's obviously not a penalty because the ref wasn't giving those today. But bounces back to Bod. Bod then has another shot, well saved by the goalkeeper. I was looking through Twitter throughout the game, and there was quite a few positive comments about J Bod. I honestly think his touch is dreadful, and he brings so little to the team. He was good at doing what he can do, but he's so limited, and it just we're not going to win many games having to start J Bod.
I think he hit his first shot on target of the whole season.
He's just not good enough. Like I said, that was one of the only things that both teams created. Obviously, the ball was won by Murray Wallace. A short ball. I think that was also by Ryan Woods, but it was intercepted by Murray Wallace. He then drives on the ball, passes it out to Troy Parrott, who shifts it a little bit. The ball gets deflected out for a corner. The corner then comes in. Hutch at the far post has a header down, and that gets deflected wide. And things didn't really fall for us in the box. And then it comes to the 90th minute, and Ryan Woods has got the ball. He's surrounded by players. Instead of just putting his foot through it, which he doesn't do, he's a cultured player. He's not a hoofball merchant. But Jed Wallace done it a couple of seasons ago and got really roasted for doing it. Well, Ryan Woods in that situation has got to put his foot through the ball. He doesn't. He gets intercepted. Blackburn then have a bit of luck. It falls to their player in the box. It pinballs around, and then obviously the shot's dreadful. I was going to swear again. The shot's dreadful. It's going nowhere. It takes a big deflection, loops over Bart, and we lose the game 2-1. And we didn't deserve to lose the game 2-1. It's quite simple. But in the Championship, against decent sides, if you make errors, you're going to get punished, and that's what's happened to us today. Blackburn are a good side, and I feel like they quite easily, other than defensively, I thought they were a little bit susceptible defensively, and we looked far better going forward than we have done for a while. I felt that going forward, they moved the ball quickly. Their touch, I felt their touch, each man going forward was better than ours, and that's where the extra bit of quality lies. But we've got, again, so many players out through injury that we can't afford to correct those individual errors. Obviously, now we go back to the Den on Saturday. Me and Zac, unfortunately, are not going back to the Den because we're apparently in Group B, but we've got the ballot. We found out so we'll be at the QPR game, so you will be getting a drive home from the Den on Tuesday.
In less than a week now.
Less than a week, which we're really excited about. But Derby's a big one on Saturday for me. Derby massively struggling. Obviously, Wayne Rooney's their manager.
Is he?
Yeah, we've got to now take the game to them, put this to bed. You know, the players worked really hard today, and you'll see how much it took out of them. But I felt that we worked hard. We've done bits well. We've just got to take our chances when we get them, and you can't afford to give away you can't give away chances to good teams. Obviously, Derby last season 3-2 to them. You know, it was, I think, one of the last games that they won. A Sibley hat-trick who played fantastically that day.
I remember the name Sibley, and I remember him being absolutely fantastic.
He was, and I don't know how well he's played this season, but obviously they're struggling, actually bottom of the table. So we'll see what happens with that, and then we will return on Tuesday to the Den, within the lucky 2000, and we're really excited about that. I was absolutely gutted, and I still am gutted I'm not going on Saturday, but I know the Lions that are going there, the Millwall fans that are going there, they'll make a massive racket and get behind the boys. Thank you very much for watching the at home, soon to be the drive home with TT and Zac. We really appreciate your support. Drop a like on and put in your comments what you think of the game. No one likes us.
We don't care.